next up we have Jesse Rush, our new EMBARK director. Just asked Jesse to come in. First time really we've had him in front of council. Many of you already know Jesse with the work that he's been doing as assistant director previously. He does a great job for us. But as an opportunity, and I think if I'm not mistaken, this is the anniversary of the BRT, and I know I don't want to steal his thunder, let him lay this out, but it was a great opportunity during this time to come and just discuss what we've experienced and what we've accomplished with the BRT, the Northwest BRT, and so I want to give Jesse an opportunity to give us an update on this.
Can I just observe that Jesse is carrying on the sartorial legacy of his predecessor in this role? Looking sharp, Jesse.
ACM Fairbrush, yeah, sets a high standard, absolutely. Yep. Well, good morning. Good morning, Mayor, City Manager Freeman, Council. Congratulations on your new role. Appreciate it. As a member of the EMBARK family for the past 8 years, I've had an opportunity, whether as a streetcar manager, assistant director, or now as director, to play a role in bringing 2 new modes to Oklahoma City, first with Oklahoma City Streetcar, and now with Oklahoma City's first bus rapid transit, the Rapid Northwest. And we wouldn't be able to do that without the continued support of the council and our COPTA board, so I certainly appreciate that and appreciate the opportunity to provide an operations update for the Rapid Northwest. So we'll jump right into it. So this first slide here, as I tend to do, anybody that's been to one of our COPTA board meetings, I like to use video. I figure a picture is worth 1,000 words. What's a video worth, right? So this is one of our hype videos.
Way to travel. It looks something like this. New Rapid Transit Northwest OKC. Go farther, faster. New experiences, accessibility, and free Wi-Fi. Learn more and find your stop at rapidbrt.com.
All right, so I like to share those videos, A, because they're awesome, and also because our marketing team does a great job. So you may be asking yourself, why is there a picture of Oklahoma City Streetcar when I'm talking about the Rapid Northwest? Well, 2 things. Also, awesome picture, but also because on this day, December 14th, 2018, we got notified that we were awarded the build grant for the Rapid Northwest. And so what does that mean? Well, that was a $28 million project, but we were awarded a little over $14 million of FTA funds to bring the Rapid Northwest to Oklahoma City. And again, we were notified during the ribbon cutting of the Oklahoma City streetcar. For folks that were at the ribbon cutting for the Rapid Northwest a year ago, we've got to do a better job of not having those ribbon cuttings during the winter months. It'd be nice to have those during the summer months. But this was an opportunity to share that. So I'm going to take us kind of on a journey of what it took to hitting some of those major milestones to bring the Rapid Northwest to Oklahoma City. The first was on February 5th, COPTA board adopted our route. A couple more clicks there. So our route runs from downtown all the way out to the parking ride at Northwest Expressway and Meridian. We've got 32 stops along that route, and we also have 2 parking ride locations, one being at the Century Center parking garage downtown and at the Northwest Expressway and Meridian parking ride at the end of our line. Another major milestone was the reveal of the Rapid Northwest bus and our brand, right? And so we did that on May 26th of 2022. We did that at the Convention Center downtown. Mayor Holt, you were there. You mentioned this was one of the best reveals that you've been to. We've kind of took a look at some of the big reveals, specifically like how Formula One, how they reveal some of their Formula One race cars, and we use that as a guide for what we did with our brand reveal. Another milestone was, of course, the hiring of all of our operators. To bring a service like this, a brand new mode, it's not just operators, it's also the behind-the-scenes staff, our maintenance staff that make that happen. And so I want to take a moment to really thank our HR team, our hiring and training team that brought the staff on board. We hired over 40 folks to come in to not only operate our buses, but also to provide that maintenance service. With Rapid Northwest coming online and us running until 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, we actually changed our maintenance staff hours to be 24/7. That was brand new for EMBARK, right? So we are operating and maintaining our buses 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then Councilperson Cooper, to your point about unions, all of our operators and our maintenance staff, those are high-wage union jobs, so really appreciate folks doing that. And then, like we mentioned, December 3rd, 1 year ago, we launched our Rapid Northwest. So what did that mean? That meant that we launched the Rapid Northwest, but we also combined routes 3 and 5. We extended Route 8, and we streamlined Route 24. I want to take a moment to kind of talk about the wrapping up of the Rapid Northwest, right? So that was a $28 million project. We actually came in on time and under budget. We actually came in nearly $2 million under budget, right? So that's pretty significant for such a huge project. So what have we done with that $2 million worth of grant funds? Well, we've identified some ancillary projects to be able to spend that money on, some of that being connections to those bus stops. Specifically, we also added a pedestrian connection to the Penn Square Mall parking lot. We've also added some additional sidewalks. We've done some transit signal prioritization. But we also are able to use those grant funds to purchase spare parts, right? So we're going to be purchasing some spare parts for our buses, some additional spare parts for our TSP, our transit signal prioritization, our platforms, things like that. When all of that is said and done, we're going to have about $850,000 worth of federal dollars to spend. And so what are we going to do with that? Well, we've identified that along Classen there are some pedestrian improvements that could be made. And so we're going to be coming in, taking a look at and prioritizing specific intersections, and we're going to come in and we're going to repaint some of those continental stripings, make some pedestrian improvements at the signal lights and things like that. So very, very happy to have that happen, be able to come in under budget and be able to use those funds to not only improve the Rapid Northwest, but also improve those pedestrian connections to those platforms for the Rapid Northwest. Again, I like videos, so this video here, real quick, it's about a minute long, will show that ribbon cutting.
On behalf of the people of Oklahoma City, thank you to everybody who made this possible. There have been so many people who contributed to this day, and it really was 2 decades in the making.
It is the honor of my life to help bring this service to our ward.
So today, well, yesterday really, to wake up to a bus that runs 12 to 15 minutes, not just on the weekdays, but on the weekends as well, was a new day for Oklahoma City and for people who rely on transit.
I have to recognize all of those transit professionals, dedicated, hardworking, passionate, dedicated transit professionals at EMBARK.
So it really does take a team, right? So it's not just EMBARK's team. Really, every division played a part in bringing the Rapid Northwest to service, but it also takes our partners with Rudy Construction, HNT, our engineer, nearly every department within the Public Works Department, the Planning Department. We partner with the Oklahoma City Utilities Department to have our park and ride location at the end of the line there. So it really takes everyone within the city to bring a project like this to service. So the next couple of slides here, I wanted to take a moment to take a look at our ridership. So this is our ridership since we started service on December 3rd. We're currently toward the end of October, we're sitting at nearly 450,000. In July, we celebrated surpassing that 250,000 ridership. You can see we've continued to see an incline there. On average, we saw about a 2% incline improvement each month. One thing that I did want to point out here is, so since our start of service, we're averaging about 1,200 riders per day using our service. That meets and exceeds our expectations. Our expectations were about 1,000 riders per day, so we are exceeding that expectation. Next couple of slides, I want to take a moment and take a look at our highest ridership stops. So clearly our transit center is our highest ridership stop. That's where most folks are going to be able to connect to those other routes. Our next couple highest ridership stops are, there at the top of the list is our park and ride location, Northwest Expressway and Meridian. Our next would be our inbound Classen and 23rd, and this connects to the Route 23. Next would be the Northwest Expressway in Blackwelder. That connects to Route 3. And then the next one is our inbound at 63rd and Meridian. This connects with our Route 8. So what does this tell us? This tells us that folks are using the Rapid Northwest exactly as it was intended, right? So they are using it to use these other routes to connect to the Rapid Northwest and be able to use that to get downtown much quicker by connecting to that Rapid Northwest. I wanted to take a moment here to look at our customer satisfaction. So this is our EMBARK service satisfaction versus our national average, right? So kind of set the stage for you here. On the bar chart there, the gray is the national average, the blue is our fixed route services, and then the lime green is our Rapid Northwest. So kind of pause there for a second, let you guys take that in. But as we do that, I wanted to point out the quote here. So Chris Tatum with the ETC Institute, they do surveys across the nation, but they do a lot of surveys for public transit, and they also do ours. This is a direct quote from him. EMBARK's service is setting the standard for customer satisfaction in most areas. Now, are we perfect? Absolutely not, but we are committed to providing that excellent world-class service. And I think this really kind of points that out. Overall, the customer satisfaction for the Rapid Northwest is sitting at about 93%. So again, you can kind of see here when it comes to our average compared to the national average. I'll just take the first one here on the left, right? So the national average being about 42% when safety while riding. Our fixed route service is setting at 81%, and our Rapid Northwest is setting at 89%. So very, very proud to be able to share that with you folks today. Very proud of our folks that provide that service every single day. Again, it's not just our operators, it's also our maintenance staff providing that cleanliness at the bus stops. It takes the entire team. Our next slide here, again, one final video. So this is a testimony. So I had mentioned back in July, we surpassed our 250,000 riders. While we were out there, we were doing a media event, and we actually had a customer that was using the Rapid Northwest, and the media was actually there. They interviewed him. Unfortunately, we weren't able to mic him, but the media did. So the audio's a little off, but we've got the verbiage there on the video, so we'll go ahead and play that. Thank you.
Every day I'm on one of the buses or even the trolley. I don't have to pay for car insurance. I don't have to buy gas. I can get to within a block of anywhere I need to be. That's $50 a month. How can you beat that? If I didn't have this option, I would be walking a lot or spend a lot of time on a bicycle because the vehicle option right now is just not in the budget.
So that is why we do what we do, right? To get folks where they need to be. So that concludes the presentation, but I want to wrap up with two final remarks. The first being, as mentioned, today is the 1-year anniversary. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating that anniversary with a plaque reveal. Plaque was actually designed by our very own Ty right here, so appreciate that hard work. But we'll be revealing that plaque tomorrow at our Park and Ride location at 9 a.m. Of course, everyone is welcome. Be happy to see anybody there. And then finally, our biannual half-price sale is going on right now, so December 2nd through December 8th. So anyone can go out and buy those half-price passes. You can do that at our transit center. You can do that the Token Transit app. So with that, be happy to take any questions and appreciate the time.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you. All right, thank you.